The art of the ask. I think this is a place where many people often need help, whether it's fundraising for a nonprofit organization, for your business, or for your career. You have successfully navigated this to outcomes that lead to the yes. So, what advice do you have for people or nonprofit leaders who are finding their footing, and maybe they don't come in with the conviction to just go out there and go for it? But how do you coach nonprofit leaders to shifting their strategy to get to that yes?
So the first, when you make an ask, you are giving someone else the opportunity to support one of the noblest causes in the world, and you are the facilitator of that. If you can channel that feeling, channel the feeling that whomever is in front of you would never be able to make this wonderful contribution to the world without you and your colleagues and the work that you're doing, that will come through. You've got to be able to sit on that pedestal and say, what I'm doing is something unique, and the invitation to join us in changing the world, to join us in making the kind of change that is necessary. There's nothing more important than that. Mm-hmm. Channel that kind of feeling. It transforms you from feeling like you're asking someone for money to inviting someone to get on board and like ride into the sunset with you. The second piece is about the persona that you take into fundraising. And I think a lot of people feel like work in general becomes such a deep part of their identity. Mm-hmm. And whatever you do, we feel the pain of failure, and we feel the joy of success as though it's intrinsic to who we are. And something I learned from a friend named Julie Majorelle is this concept about the alter ego. Mm-hmm. And the most successful athletes in the world do this. They think about the qualities and the characteristics that they need in order to be successful. And they think about it in a character. And so when they go to work, when they go to task, mm-hmm. they believe, they put on that cape that they're that character. Mm-hmm. And there's all these studies that show, like, for instance, that children, when they believe that they're Batman in solving a problem, they will be more persistent than children who don't have the alter ego.
Yeah, my daughter believes that she is Batman or Batgirl, rather.
For me, I've realized that, if somebody says no, which happens, right? We're not always the right mix for someone. Even though I believed I'd done all the right things and I'd gotten to the place where I asked them. I believe when I put on my alter ego cape, which I'll share with you, is the Gal Gadot version of Wonder Woman. She believes in doing the right thing. She represents good. She represents the voiceless. She fights relentlessly. I can actually come to the table and make an ask in a way that doesn't hit me really hard when I'm nervous, because this person is someone who's ultra successful and maybe I don't feel like I really should be at the table with them. Mm-hmm. The third person that I want to credit is a woman named Jacqueline Lindsay, who is the founder of kindness.org. Mm-hmm. When I came to Charity Water, I watched her work a room in a way I had never seen anyone do. She exudes confidence and kindness. And what she's doing is she's focused on the other person. Mm-hmm. She's not bringing herself. She's basically saying, I'm so happy you are here. Allow me to invite you to have an even more wonderful time. I saw that. And what I realized was that it really is all about the other person. So when you're making an ask, what I'm really thinking about is, how do I make this joyful for them? How do I make this something that is going to change their lives in a positive way? It has nothing to do with me. So then I'm freed from my nervousness.
I think you've just freed a lot of us.
I hope so. Like, I'd love to hear if people can kind of tell me what their alter ego is and see if they can come to the table and realize it's not about me, it's the other person, and feel like they're on their noble steed